Welcome to Slacker Gaming and welcome to this episode where I am going to teach you how to flip cards in MLB The Show 21 to make stubs. Several ways we're going to try to do this, and I'm going to show you each of those now. So if you'd like to watch that, stick around. Alright, so the first thing I want to go over is there's many ways to making stubs in MLB The Show 21. I will be having another video coming out very soon about all the different ways of doing that. However, right now we're going to focus on just flipping. That being said, there's many different ways of flipping cards to make profit in MLB The Show 21. So I'm going to go over kind of each and every one that I use to make stubs. There's different ways you can do it. There's other ways people can do it as well. However, I'm just going to go over the ones that I know that make a bunch of stubs for me. So the first thing I'm going to go over is, what do we need the stubs for? Why are we flipping to get more stubs? So if you don't know, every single card in this game has a stub value. Some you cannot sell, however, if you lock them in or if they're not a sellable card. However, most cards are sellable and worth a certain amount of stubs. Now, the reason those stubs matter is you can use them if you want to do some sort of battle royale. It costs you a little bit of stubs to get in there. Also costs you in events, stuff like that will cost you stubs. It also costs you stubs if you want to get a certain card, or if you want to buy packs or something like that. If you want to buy these packs, each packs costs a certain amount of stubs. Same thing with the market itself, and that's where we're going to start, is the market. So we're going to go into the market. If you want equipment, stadiums, anything, sponsorships, all cost stubs. So I'm going to teach you how to take a certain card, flip it, and gain stubs. Now, what I'm trying to say there is just even looking at this Wander Franco card. So if you want to buy and sell this Wander Franco card, the whole reason you're doing this is basically to buy the card for a certain amount, then sell it for an amount that's even more than what you bought it for, and then make profit once taxes and all that stuff are taken out. So basically what I'm saying is, if we want to buy this Wander Franco card, right? So we're going to put in a buy order. If you look here, the highest is 68,905. So if you want it more, you're going to do 68 and then a amount more. Let's just do 908. So you're going to put that buy order in, and you're going to try to get it for the 68,908. Now, before you do that, you need to make sure that you're going to be making profit. So in order to do that, you're going to go over to the sell side here, and if we bought the card, what would we sell it for to sell it right away? Say we want to sell it for 79,900, because if you sell it, it will be below the 79,901. However, we don't want to go 78,000 like that, because you won't make as much. You're losing about 2,000 in profit. Say we're going to sell it for 79,900. If we did that, we would receive after taxes 71,910. Currently, if you bought it for 68,909 or whatever, and you sold it for 71,910, you'd be gaining about 3,000 stubs off of flipping this card. So we're going to buy it for 68,910. We're going to sell it for 79,900 profit, or we're going to end up making after taxes, after 10% taxes, 71,910, which equates to about 3,000 stubs from flipping this card. Now that we know what it is and how to flip it, let's jump into how to make profit from this quickly, how to make it just over time, how to kind of make it while you're not even on the game. So there's different ways to do this. The biggest way and most impactful way, and to do it quickly, I will show you that now. So basically, yeah, that's 3,000 profit if you can flip these. However, the problem with doing this is you take a chance at not buying and not selling quick enough to where you can actually make enough profit to continue going. So yes, these cards are higher. You'll get more from it. So earlier I was going to get 3,000, but I have to invest 79,000 of my stubs to just make 3,000 back in return. You have to be able to buy it for that amount and sell it for that amount. So if the price to sell goes down like it has, we're going to sell it for $79.9. There's already 3 orders even smaller than that, so we might not ever sell it for $79.9. We might have to sell it for $77,990 or something like that, which cuts into our profit. So we are no longer making 3,000 stubs. However, if you can buy and sell these quickly, which sometimes can happen and sometimes it doesn't, you might buy it and not be able to sell it until you've almost lost stubs. However, if you could buy it and sell it quickly, to gain 3,000 stubs is huge. Just quickly, something you could do in about 2 minutes, and 3,000 stubs per 2 minutes is really, really good. However, if you don't have the amount of stubs that I have, there's other ways to do it. And those other ways are doing some high-level cards that trade quickly. You don't necessarily gain as much on them, and that is the way I do it. This is the way that I've gone from, I think when I started last week, I was around 22,000 stubs. This week, 518,000. Very quick way of getting stubs, and that is to find something that is needed and quickly trades, but at a lower cost. So what I've been doing is, if you press X or go to the filters here, go to filter, and then find a series that you can stay with and look at quickly and move around and buy and sell cards quickly. In this, I would suggest about an hour of time to be able to do this correctly. To me, I could spend about an hour and make around 20,000 stubs an hour. So again, not the 3,000 every 2 minutes. However, that is much more riskier. You really have to stay on top of what things cost, and you have to invest quite a bit. You have to have a ton of stubs built up in order to do that. This, however, is not so much. Now, the top style cards currently are flipping just really, really fast. There's stuff you can jump on and just make some pretty decent profit quickly. We're gonna do that. Top style cards, get into them. Some of these you can actually make close to about 1,000 stubs a flip. However, again, you kind of have to pay attention to those because other people are doing the same exact thing you are. And to find those cards, you have to kind of know how much to buy and sell for and what things are going to go for, that type of thing. If we look at these, say we want to buy the Cedric Mullins card, we buy it for 89, sell for 10,333. So if we did that, we would end up 10,333, be about 9.3. So this, you'd only make about 400 stubs a flip here, while also investing 10,000 per flip. Now let's try to find something that is a little more. So this one, if we try to end up selling this for 10,925 like this person, we're gonna make 98.32. So if we bought for 9,000 or even 8,900, you're gonna make about 800 profit stubs off this flip. This would be a really, really good one to just put in some buy orders. Let's do it now. Let's go buy it for 9,005. Boom. We'll see if we get it, and then we can end up, yep, just got it. So we could go ahead and flip this for 10,922.98. So we're going to be making about 800 profit off of this once we sell it. You do have to make sure that you try to pay attention. So 10,922, now there's a 10,920. If we really want to sell this right away, we need to take off the 10,922 that we offered and do like 10,915 until we sell this card and get the profit of 800. So we want to do that. So let's go ahead and flip this, go back here, and you'll get better at this the more you do it, the quicker you do it, stuff like that. So 10,920 is what they are going to sell for. So we'll go 10,915 to try to sell this quicker and get that 800 stubs back while also getting rid of this card. So if you get this card and you set a sell now price and you don't really pay attention to it, eventually it's going to either fall or go up and sell, or it could fall, and then by the time you come back to this, you've already wasted that 9,000 stubs sitting and waiting for it to sell, and then maybe you sell it and you actually end up losing stubs. So not only did you lose the time of not having 10,000 stubs in your bank, you invested it, boom, we just sold it, so we just got 800 more stubs from flipping this card. Now these you have to pay more attention to because they go quickly, they flip quickly, so the price goes up and down. You really have to stay on top of not losing profit off of these. And the whole reason I did the filter is you could do this through all of these. So say you get 800 stubs there, say here you're maybe making a little less, say here you are making 81, so you're making about 500 stubs per flip here. But if you do this through this whole search results, you stay on top of what's going on, who's selling for what. Even this Adam Duvall card, if you sold this one for the 91, so let's do 91, 88, 82, so you're making about 1,000 profit off of this card flip here. So say you're doing that with a bunch of these cards throughout an hour, you're gonna easily make that 20,000 stub. The other one I do, and this is what I've really been doing lately, is you spend about 30 minutes to put into it, you let it set, you come back 30 minutes, boom, sell them all, come back 30 minutes. And those are these smaller cards in this as well. So this Rizzo card, this Isbell card, the Badu card, and the Kirk card, I have been flipping and selling just absolutely crazy. So even here, see, I bought 50 last night. Now I'm gonna go ahead and sell. And what I did is I bought them, I think, for 455 stubs through the night when the price dropped. You can buy them for 500 stubs. Buy them, sell them for, and these go up and down. Yesterday I believe I was selling them for over 1,000, so I would probably do like 988 to try to sell it. 889, say I invested 500 in it, which I invested even less, you're making about 339 or 389 profit off of these cards. But the point of this is that, look, I bought 50 of these cards, so even though it's only 300 stubs, buying 50 of them, you take 50 times 300 and boom, 8K stub flip right here. And all I did was put in 50 buy orders, went to sleep, woke up, now I'll sell all of these, and boom, 8,000. I'm going to do that with Kirk. I'm going to do that for Badu here. So same thing here, 15. So if I sell all his, so that's 8,000 for Kirk, 8,000 for Badu, 8,000 for Isbell, 8,000 for Rizzo, and just like that, I'm making about $32,000 or 32,000 stubs a night in about 30 minutes at night, 30 minutes in the morning. I'll do it the next day, and it just keeps going up and up. And that's would be my suggestion if you want kind of just a passive flipper. Do cards that you know people need, which is Tops Now cards. They're always going to be kind of in a market of people who are needing these Tops Now cards. So if you could find something that's a little lower, a little less, a little more stable, like these Kirk cards, the Badu card, a bunch of these smaller ones. These are brand new, so these are a little higher, but they will eventually fall down to where like Rizzo and Isbell are, but these have been on the market for longer. My suggestion would be if you want to do more passive flips where you only spend about 30 minutes to an hour a day flipping, but still getting 32,000 stubs, 35,000 stubs a night, this would be my suggestion to do. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope I helped you guys flip and be able to understand how to flip and how to make some easy stubs from flipping in MLB The Show 21. If you guys like this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also feel free to hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Slacker out.